Hey, Shalina. Hey, girl. Shalina, girl. See, you forget. Or maybe you didn't. I've been watching you for a long time. And I've known you for a minute, too. That's why you felt comfortable enough to come into my comment section last night creeping. And I told you that I didn't really even have a really big issue with you outside of YouTube. And pretty much, I wasn't going to ride you that hard because I could tell, you're a little sensitive. But I told you that I would never, take it outside of YouTube or go after your kid, dox you. I'm not like that. And I'm still not. Yes, move it over there. Over here. Wait for a few more of your followers to come in. Now, one thing about you, people have been watching you for a minute. You kind of have a pattern with things, all right? It doesn't matter really what's going on. You do the same shit. You like to deflect and distract. And also, for somebody who got as much shit going on in their background, you would think you was, kind of shy away from certain topics. However, that's what kind of gets you right back into the forefront of certain things. And even though your subscribers try and, deny it or pretend like they don't know what the hell is going on, or they get happy when the mass forget about shit, the real niggas ain't forgot nothing. Now, I was trying to figure out why the hell you've been so damn antsy the past few days. Because when Joyce and Tracy had a little falling out, which is nothing to be happy about, you damn near busted Tootsie Roll in your live. You popped like a firecracker. And tonight, I don't know what all that fake love was, but you don't give a damn about Joyce. Shalina, and I'm gonna get to what I gotta say in a second, but this is some real shit. You are very, very, very bitter. You are a very sad and a hurt person. Nothing online ever gets to me like that. None of this shit. At all. Half of these videos on here, I haven't even seen. There's a few people on here in particular that I'm just, I got my foot on just in general, but this shit don't bother me. Ain't nothing in my life changed. I know what the hell is going on. But you can't let shit slide. As much shit as you talk, in the type of sector that we in, no matter what somebody say, whether it be a compliment that simple ass shit like shade. I said it before, you go level 10 every single time. Every single thing is a big deal to you. I've seen you over this whole year, from all the way back when you got kicked out from Sean's crew. Just because this is how all of this started. Just from getting the sidekick from Sean and him not wanting to support that fraud GoFundMe campaign of yours. You held on to that all the way up until now. Even though he is the reason why you have your whole YouTube existence and the reason that he basically birthed you. Other than that, you really don't have no other reason to be hating on him. Let me go outside. You know, hook my mic because it keep cutting off. All right. All right, so at the end of your video, which I came in, hey, like I said, this shit don't bother me. You feel me? It don't really bother me. Nothing that you say, because I know who the fuck you are and I know what's good. You feel me? However, you get real irritated, I notice, when people call you a liar. I mean, people can talk about your mama, talk about your house, your kid, everything, but when they call you a liar, that shit gets you seething hot. Seriously. And you even jumped in my comments last night because I called you a liar amongst a whole bunch of other things, and that was only one small portion of the video, but you left this, you know, drop in my comment section. And you always say this, I've seen on other people's channels, tell me where did I lie. I never lied. I've never lied. Fi babe. All you do is lie. Everything about you is a lie. Okay? Even that video that you tried to just show, because you never have no receipts. What you do is you just repeat yourself, and then by the fourth time, you just move to the next subject and you reference it like you actually said something. Now you told everybody in your whole chat that I said I was gonna hack your channel and all this other bullshit. Now that might not seem like a big deal, which it isn't, but that didn't fucking happen. It didn't happen.
Tired of you calling me a liar. Here's the video right here with my face on it. Lie Babe channel has been hacked and hijacked. I don't have to lie, bitch. Don't tell me I'm lying. There go the proof right there. Don't ever challenge me. I don't sit over here and have to lie, okay? I told you, the bitch you riding for is the liar, not...
Now see, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. You can't prove shit. You just flashed some shit on the motherfucking screen and then took it down. You a fucking dummy. Now, once I said again, show me where I said I was gonna hack your channel, okay? Tell me where I said that shit. If you even watched the video, you dummy, the video said your channel got hacked and taken over by your fucking moderators. You wanna know why I made that video? It's because it's obvious that you don't even run your own fucking platform. You got one moderator over there who's a goddamn racist, and you don't want to let her go because she donate the hell out of your fucking super chat, and you need them coins because you don't make no goddamn ad revenue, okay? And then the other part of the video is talking about how your ass got punked by your other moderator, Bella, to get her wrench back, and how you be scared to say shit to her because you already know she probably gonna get on the flight and go upside your motherfucking head. That's it and that's all. And I said, if you need any help, you can blink twice and let everybody know. And even though we don't like your funky ass, we would lend a hand and help. Nowhere in that video did I say you were gonna get hacked. But there you go, having to make up shit just because. And like I told you the other day when you was in your video lying and I had to hop in there, if you just put out the tea that you have, that shit would be good enough. But you just can't fucking help yourself. Now, talking about people owe money. Bitch, I don't owe nobody no motherfucking money. You don't know what you're talking about, but I can prove that you still ducking and dodging that court date where you owe that bitch $30,000. Matter of fact, didn't you have a court date on the 28th? Furthermore, did you even give Eric his money that you tried to gyp from this nigga from the donations? Yes, you gave him some of the Cash App money, but what about the Super Chat money? And furthermore, where the fuck is Eric at? You were supposed to be doing all this shit about helping him get a book, helping him find an apartment. And why is he homeless anyway when you have an empty apartment allegedly, until that is even proven? Because, hey, I think like everybody else do that you just fucking the manager and he gave you some kind of fucking title and you just go and, you know, file the paperwork and shit. But I digress. Where is Eric though? I noticed that you ain't even made a peep of this nigga. You know, the one that you swindled out of $50,000? The one that you act like you didn't fuck, but you did. We adults now. You trying to tell me that nigga picked you up off the street because he tried to lie and say you met him in the club. You didn't know him, but you met him in the club, and then you never saw him until the next day. You were just happened to be walking down the street with your daughter, and then some guy pulled up in the limousine, and then it was him again. You think we're fucking stupid? See, you think nobody be catching the lies and shit that you be saying, and it just be because most people support you and they don't want to say anything. However, the minute that they finally get enough of your shit or say, you know, have an opinion other than agreeing with you, because you know when anybody has an opinion, you automatically think they're against you. That's when they speak up and let, you know, everybody know that, no, I'm not stupid. I just was trying to ride. Another thing, like I said, with your patterns that you have, whenever something is true about you, you know what you do? You ignore the fuck out that shit. You talk about everything else, but if it's true, you ignore the hell out of it unless you are forced to talk about it by accident. What am I talking about? Well, for one, old or not, I don't care if you addressed it, the GoFundMe. You tried your best to ignore until you had to talk about that shit by getting busted out on that phone call. But when somebody calls you a liar, you can't help it. Now, had you just kept it pushing, you still wouldn't have got busted out like that, even though the day ones know that you did not get a restraining order, let alone use that money for a lawyer. If you got a restraining order, you would have just showed it. It's public record, and not only that, you're supposed to carry that shit everywhere you go anyway. You're not going to sit up here and, you know, show the edge of a paper and then, you know, have somebody lie for you and, you know, go out of your way to do it. When you could just show the paper, you would have done that. You're talking about your lawyer work on the weekend, so when people want to see a receipt, you want to make them wait till Monday. That doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, if you did actually go to court, in your court summary and all that, you would have had the lawyer information on there anyway. On top of that, people can go and pull it at the clerk office if you really did have one. You don't have a fucking restraining order. You don't. You don't. You like to talk about shit and hope people forget about it by deflecting. Another thing, we all know that you're on fucking drugs, okay? I don't give a goddamn. I just had a video where you was fucking higher than Cooter Brown. You are a fucking dopehead. Yes, the fuck you are. And if I gotta show concrete receipts, I fucking will. We all know that the motherfucking long ass titties that you got are owned by the dope man. Them yellow ass, you need to go get them fucking, your liver checked out too, okay? Stop knocking back all them goddamn, you talking about Kwani, you need to stop knocking back all them motherfucking, the motherfucking Taka Vodka or whatever you be drinking. Because them yellow ass jaundiced eyes, Something is seriously wrong. You claim you care about your daughter, okay? So you be worried about all these fucking random people on YouTube that ain't gonna never meet her. But yeah, you about to fucking croak over and die. You got one foot on the motherfucking grave and the other on a banana peel. Girl, you are almost out of here. Ain't no way in hell your eyes should be that goddamn glossy and yellow at, what are you, like 43, 44? Your fucking titties is going through puberty all over again with them ate up ass titties. Like, girl, you be too anti and too sensitive. Let's just say you're just too sensitive and too much of a fucking liar for you to get on YouTube every motherfucking night and be talking about everybody else. But God forbid somebody say one thing about you and it's all shade. That's it. Like I tell it in my comment section when you hopped in there, it's just shade. You know what kind of sector we in. But let somebody say one little thing about them edges and you be ready to drag them on your big platform. You had a good supporter in DKL. He did a parody like he does on everybody else in YouTube. Everybody else. So one day the news was about you. And he was still being nice and maybe talked 15 seconds. And he said, lie, babe. And all of a fucking sudden, that was it. You was ready to seek and destroy. You fucking turned Jay Wilson up against him. Oh, yes. We all saw how you did that shit. See, what happened was, that's when Jay Wilson had got busted for lying about his motherfucking job. And see, the reason why that was a big deal was because he was going around making a whole campaign dogging Joyce, dogging Tracy. And at the same time, getting up every morning, you know, like Mr. Rogers, putting his shoes on, acting like he was going to work. Nigga, didn't nobody even tell you? You didn't even have to tell. You could just not talk about it. But you went out of your way to lie and make it seem like you had a motherfucking job. That is why people were clowning and made a big deal out of it. And everything that he got, he deserved it. And even you were starting to shade him a little bit. And then realize you didn't have nobody else. But you really don't like him and you still shade him. Because we all would, that's how we all knew that he got put in the trunk by that nigga that he met on Tinder. How you think we all found out? Through you. And I sit up here and think, now, if the same thing happened, if somebody would have told a story about you that was told in confidence or as a joke and funny and it got out, you would have cut him off and that's it. Can't nobody say shit about you. You so fucking sensitive. But back to Jay Wilson. So that day when everybody was ragging on him and he, you know, was all sad and got on, you know, YouTube with the wigs on acting all crazy and shit, didn't know what the fuck to do. And you went there and saved him. Because you know how to play the game by, you know, you dropped that $50 super chat or whatever amount it was. And reversed the energy and everybody started donating and, you know, oh my God, let's just pray for whatever. The point is, now he was, you know, obligated to have your back. Because the day after that, you went in on DKL again. And we know how you roll. When you go in, everybody else got to jump in and get their kick too. Or they getting the boot. Because Jay Wilson never had no issue with DKL. And I brought that up too because you always trying to talk shit about Joyce and how she broke up Jay Wilson and Tracy. She didn't break up shit. You saw how Jay Wilson used to do Tracy. You saw how he used to come in there and you ain't say shit just because you were the one getting super chatted. But you would see how he used to do her because you used to acknowledge and talk about that shit too. You and Jay Wilson has fallen out more than Tracy and Jay Wilson did. When they got into it, that situation was the straw that broke the camel's back. Don't act like there weren't situations weeks and months before that with Jay Wilson and Tracy where he would always throw her under the bus, let her get dogged in his chat, call her tree dog, call her this, call her that, call her this, call her that, and he would not say anything. He would go to people's platform that didn't like her and let them talk about her. That shit never happened on her platform because people that she do respect and admire, she didn't let it happen. And she did fucking apologize. She did. When she made that joke, she did apologize. But to be honest, you didn't really give a fuck about what she said about your daughter. You can give a damn what anybody say about your daughter. You just like to go at people and you use your daughter as a fucking tool. Why the fuck would you get on YouTube, post this whole fake outrage about people coming at your child, knowing all this shit that has happened and consequences? Okay, we move on. But what does your fucking dumb ass do? You make a video on YouTube in the beef sector where they made pictures of your daughter attached with naked photos. All that shit they have done. But you come after everything is clear to make a Dear Precious video. What the fuck did you think was going on? I mean, I know for a fact when you had that idea in your head that you knew what kind of reaction videos were going to happen. And for you to continue to still go and record, let me know that you be fucking using your child as a motherfucking tactic. You do. You a fucking weird bitch. Let me get some water. All right. Now, every time somebody put the attention on the spotlight on your ass, here you come with some dramatic ass sob story. Just like when you first got your ass called out onto the floor by Tracy and you came up in this bitch with that fake ass story about your first child that died. Trying to adjust the momentum because you talked about Tracy not being able to have kids. And you wanted to try and somehow, I don't know, deflect or I don't know. Because you the type of bitch, like I said earlier, where you would say something is wrong, but then think that you can do it. If you think something is generally wrong, you don't go, all right, well, you done talked about my dead baby, so I'm going to talk about yours. It don't fucking work like that. Because compared to the one time Tracy talked about your daughter, you have talked about kids 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 fucking times. And by the third, fourth time, you can't keep using that one excuse. So at that point, you're a fucking hypocrite and a fucking liar. You did not have a goddamn kid that passed away because your mama gave him some fucking coffee. And if she did, who in the hell? Just as fucking bad as you. A dumbass bitch. What grown ass grandmother is gonna sit up there and give a newborn baby a cup full of Folgers? And then you tried to make that shit sound so normal, like, oh, you know, in the South, You know, every baby, every grandmother, when they wake up in the morning, they cook a pot of coffee, and you know how they just give a little bit to the baby. No, bitch, I've never heard that shit before. No, never. I haven't. I have never heard of people making coffee for their fucking toddler early in the morning. So think about that shit. And then you said the baby died of SIDS. That doesn't make sense. Because if the caffeine did kill the baby, then it would show. You'd be able to find that out. That's not... It doesn't work like that. If the cause of death is SIDS, it'll say SIDS. If it was something else, it would have been something else. But you couldn't even remember the name of the baby anyway. Because the shit didn't happen. That shows how far you go to lie. But you distract. Just like with this shit with Miss Gina. Had you just let Miss Gina talk, people would have stayed on her and focused on her, or whatever the case may be. Even though it was none of your goddamn business in the first place, because nobody was there, don't know what the fuck happened. But you always get excited. And Gina called you out. And like I said, can't nobody call you out, call you a liar, because that motherfucking burns your soul. And when she called you out, you just had to. And when you know you're lying, you just had to snap back. And in doing so, really, really fucking revealed that you ain't do shit. Because even the people who did believe you up until that point now know that you was a certified fucking liar and that you used that money to go to Disneyland. You even went as far as to lie during the next week when you were supposed to, you know, get that receipt that Monday that we're still waiting on, to send out Tracy D to say you're getting another lawyer with that same GoFundMe money. Now you think that we're supposed to believe that you still have some of that GoFundMe money left over from earlier this year. And why the hell do you need a lawyer now? Just like with the Billie Jean situation. Got mad at her because you kept putting up fake receipts and she kept fucking busting them. Trying to make it seem like you had court not only on the weekend, but on President's Day. What the fuck? And that was your only piece of maybe somewhat believable evidence? Was that court date or whatever in February of 2020? And that's not even real. So did you even get anything? Like what did you actually get done? Because we already know what you were going to court for, and it had nothing to do with that. Now that you think back and deconstructing a lot of shit, the report of the funeral fight. See, you don't, it's a difference between exaggerating and misinformed, you know, because we all kind of, you know, maybe hear little whispers and kind of can get something up. No, but you intentionally lie, and then you add shit to the lie. That fight at the funeral home that Tracy got into, I don't know if that was a fake police report or the real one. But you totally created and manipulated that whole situation. Talking about she got bit up in her arm. She was the one that got beat up. Even though it says that the other two were victims and that Tracy went to jail. But yet, you're the one that's saying she got beat up the worst and called the cops. But she was the one that got put in jail? I mean, you went out of your way to tell that story with a whole totally different setup. And your dumb supporters will say, oh, well, that's not nothing to be proud of then if she did beat up an old lady. Or, well, we don't like her. Listen, the point is you fucking lied. You're a liar. You're not even an exaggerator. You're a fucking liar. And you use your platform to spew out propaganda against content creators that you don't like. And you are very, very, very motivated by jealousy and anger, because you actually would not mind if all of the people who talked about you had their platforms taken away from them. That's how bad you are. Nobody over here should ever be that serious or that mad, because the minute we start fucking losing each other's channels, then we ain't got shit. Because come on, what the fuck would you do if you ain't had nobody to talk about? You always talking about somebody's content, but you don't even have news. You don't even have news. You and Jay Wilson didn't know what the fuck to do when me and Tracy was having our thing, because she wasn't focused on y'all. Jay Wilson was sitting over there in a goddamn Village People costume. I was like, what the hell is going on with him? He was happy when she got back to her shit. Stop acting like you got shit to offer. Everything on your channel is based off of Jay Wilson, and off of Tracy. That's it. And then little new beefs that you've picked up along the way that's in relation to her. And anybody, that all they have to do is compliment you to get on your good side. Like Wiley, we all know how he fucking flip-flops all over goddamn YouTube. Nobody takes him serious. But oh baby, he make one video about you and you fucking ready to phone in and do an interview on his channel, and you so stupid and you so fucking easy and simple. You're not that cute with that cheap ass hair that you had on in your fucking video today. That shit looks like plastic. It looked like fucking Barbie hair. You just now are starting to kind of get yourself together, because you looked a hot ass mess when you were in Texas. You looked cheap as fuck. All that sweating you was doing and fucking bobbing and weaving. And how did you get your drugs into Texas? Because you was high as fuck in that kitchen video with Jay Wilson. How did you sneak your drugs out there? You had a connection? I don't know, Jay Wilson must have helped you, like how he helped you find out where Tracy worked at, which you keep trying to brag about. But yet you still had to go up there with somebody else. Stop trying to make it seem like somebody was scared of your ass. Anybody is not about to face two people at one time, especially two fucking goddamn werewolves like you. But ain't nobody going to fight two people at one time if they don't have to. And if you knew she didn't work there no more, because that's what you always try and use as your excuse on why it was okay. If you knew she did not work there anymore, then why the fuck did you go up there anyway? See, you can't have it both ways. You can't have the credit for being a tough guy for showing up to her job, but at the same time, you admit to knowing she wasn't up there. So, were you really that fucking tough? Hell, maybe Tracy probably would have beat your ass. Maybe she would have fucked your goddamn ankles up. See, you get off on bullying and messing with people, and that's fine. But the minute that somebody mentions your name, you get hot as fuck. You get so hot. You were so mad in your life tonight because I called you a liar. I hadn't even pushed the gas on you. Child, let me get some more water. You would think with all of the views that you get in your live, which I said in my comment section, good job. That's a good look for our small sector. But you still couldn't get past the fact that I called you a liar. But you would think with all those views that you get, you would have been kind of upgraded your look and get that dingy, musty look aesthetic that you got going on. I'll be styling and profiling, but I forgot you can't teach somebody how to, have class and be proper and how to dress, because it's not about money. That's why I know you got a drug problem. Because I still can't see, what you're doing with the money. I just can't. I see that you sort of kind of trying to fix your living room up a little bit. I don't know if you still sleeping on the floor or whatnot, but you move the camera to where it's just, we got, you know, we only got to pay attention to the little corner, so we ain't got to worry about, you know, filling up the rest of your house. But I'd assume that with the money you were getting, you start to upgrade yourself and not look like you did in those pictures that came out last month, you know, with you and your family members. Because all of your family members look like a wild pack of niggas. All of them look like they like stereotypical fucking, oh yeah, since you like that, you know, your racist moderator, you'll like this one. Because all y'all look like a big bottle of Aunt Jemima bitches. All of them. You can't tell the goddamn mama from the auntie, from the sister to you. And they probably thought you was the pretty one. Because you just only, you know, instead of being 210 pounds, fucking you're just like, I don't know, 200. You're not the business, though. You're not. You got them big old eyes. You look like you got Down syndrome. An extra chromosome or something going on. Oh, now you got my mic messing up, girl. What you doing? Let me go look outside. Make sure you ain't got your titties laid around my house, fucking up my fucking reception. Miss Gina made you get a fucking new bra. See, that shit like that. Like, you should have been did shit like that. Like, shit that ladies would do. Ain't no, it's not by mistake people call you, you know, stank babe, fi babe. And I'm gonna find that clip. Oh, yes, I am. I'm gonna find that clip where you talked about how when you play in your cootie cat box, that shit start to stink. Because that shit did come out your mouth. And a lot of people heard it. So you know I'm not making that up. But it's the reason why people call you stank bae. It ain't random. Oh, no. Now, I'm going to do my best, which probably, you know, won't take me that long. So I wasn't initially, I didn't care. You could have just did the video about whatever you think you fucking know. And you kind of help me out and other people because you lie so fucking much. People really don't know what to believe. I don't care if they're sitting in your channel and laughing. Everybody know you lie. However, what I can do though is bring up the receipts, such as the court papers and the summons that are still out for that ass and that you're ducking and dodging. That can, you know, that can be shown. And you told everybody already how to get in contact with Eric. But I from what I've been told, that's already been taken care of by somebody else. So, whatever. But if I were you, I would not be trying to incite people to snoop. Especially on taxes from a failed business. Since you want to talk about businesses. It's a lot of shit that if I were you, I would just not talk about. But you get so cocky and assume that everybody else is going to blow wind up your ass with a golden straw that you get mad when it don't happen. Like when you told Tube Talks to fact check that lie about the GoFundMe. And when she came back, because you said that shit with confidence, and have her fact check this, motherfuckers. And she went and did her thing. And when she came back and said that it was inconclusive, you lost your motherfucking beans. And everybody got caught up in you being mad and calling her a traitor and a liar and saying that she's part of TS, anything. Whatever, you just was throwing everything against the wall. And then nobody was smart enough to say, well, wait a minute. The bitch is lying then. She even asked you, could you give her the information that she was missing? before she even released the conclusion. And you ignored her. Because you just assumed that she was going to lie for you. And you think you're, you slick by coming on camera and showing receipts to every goddamn thing else but what we asked you for. That shit irritated me when you came on camera. Acting like you were going to show your receipts and show information that you didn't scam people. And then the minute you started talking about the price of tea in China, I already knew what you was about to do. You start showing receipts and fucking dates, and it had nothing to do with what we asked you. And then you go, oh, and bam, here, and this is my proof. It wasn't no proof. Oh, well then, I got one more receipt. Let me show you guys. It's on my cell phone right here, because I got a receipt. Let me look right here. Hold on. Oh, where's my phone? Ain't no fucking receipt in there. It was a pattern. You know, what you do every time you lying about something. You drain everything out into the last 2 minutes, and then you go, gonna be a part 3, you guys. You lied about talking to Tracy's husband and spent 35 minutes going through the yellow pages calling fucking tree trimming companies. Bitch, you are stupid. And then you insult people's intelligence thinking that everybody else is stupid. It's not even a read. I can go on for hours and hours about all the shit that you have lied and manipulated. You just have an entertainment channel like everybody else. It's not a news channel. Because you don't talk about any kind of diverse topics. Nobody said you got to be conscious and talk. It's other stuff going on in the sector. Hell. But you stay focused on the few people that you are driven by hate and jealousy. You will always be jealous of Tracy. I don't care what you say. You are obsessed with her. And at least you admit that you did steal her format. Did you do it better? No. But you did steal her format. Are you as funny as her? Can you roast and gag and read? No. I don't think a lot of people can, but no. And are you really mad at her for talking about your daughter? No. That's how I know it's jealousy. Why do I know that? Because up until last month, you were damn near a part of TSCC. You damn near was about to be in a lesbian relationship with VS. Up until you saw that VS was not about to hate everybody and that she treats everybody the same way as competition. And you, being all or nothing, did not like the fact of that shit that she has a soft spot or whatever, or that she doesn't hate Tracy. And then that's when you immediately flipped and tried to place that shit on her with your daughter and those taped up, those titties and shit that was taped up on your daughter that, I ain't gonna say that girl's name, but if that other girl did not make that photo, I believe you made that shit for attention. Because like I said, you use your daughter as a tool and a pawn. But VS is the main reason why all of this, from you meeting Sean to you starting your channel, because your channel was built off of the lawsuit and all that other bullshit. So for somebody to do all that and to try and befriend and forgive, because you did say right before all this shit, I would forgive VS because she's been cool, this, that, and the other. But yet, you still hate Tracy because she said something about your daughter that your daughter will never hear. Come on now, who cares? Let's be honest. Cussing at kids that none of us will ever see or meet, it doesn't mean anything. Doxing, where people can actually come and harm and steal your credit, like that actually does more harm. I can give a fuck what somebody say about, somebody in my family they've never met, or that person will never hear it or know the definition of it. Your daughter should not even know what all of those words mean. It's just to get at you. That's it. If somebody's saying somebody's kid is a bitch and a hoe in this, that's just to poke at you. Your child shouldn't even know what all that shit is, let alone have access to it. So stop with the bullshit. And if you was serious about the love and the passion, you wouldn't have been trying to fucking scissor with VS. So sit your jealous ass down. I'm going to make sure that every piece of document that I get, I'm going to have a marathon. Now my ears ringing. Now I'm done for now. I'm going to look at my comment section because I have not looked at it all night. And this wasn't me being mad, because I'm not. I was just irritated, and this has kind of been shit that's been built up for, you know, since you used to fucking slurp that. See, I never subscribed to you. I'm not subscribed to you now. I used to hate how you slurped that coffee back in the day. I never, ever, ever subscribed to you. Not even back then. Because you were annoying. And it was always something about you that I knew was a lie. Because I have not seen you talk about God, prophecies, church, that finance job that you lied about. I haven't heard about none of that shit since you got on. Nope. And I bet that was a lie too. And who the hell is Chris, and what is he to you? Ain't nobody gonna just be bringing you shit on a regular. That nigga be comfortable. And after you did that shit in January or February where you chased him down the hallway and allegedly put him in jail and then moved, and why is he still showing up to your house? Ain't nobody that damn stupid, girl. Now, I'm not saying he your baby daddy, but he ain't. It ain't what you telling us. And that's gonna come out too. I'm gonna have to walk on down to the Walgreens because I'm gonna need me in Arizona. Leave Joyce out of this. Don't poke at that, because I know you get joy from shit like that, but that's not cool. You don't have no friends, so I don't know why the fuck you think that shit funny anyway. You see that bitch Tracy D dipped on your ass, popped. Where she at, huh? Where she at? I don't even see her in your comments no more. She be shooting from the bushes. Oh yeah. You don't have no friends. You're one of those females that cannot get along with other females. And see, at first, I didn't really like that moderator Villa that you had, because I just thought she was just too, I don't know, because she was talking about shooting bitches and stuff. But I've listened to a few of her videos, and I like her. I actually think she needs to be over there to check your ass and keep you in reality. Because you really don't know how to get along with other females. You're very envious. You're very jealous. You don't know how to share. You think that everybody is not for you if they don't agree with you, and not realizing that a real friend is supposed to pull you to the side or tell you right from wrong. Girl, you want to get to 1 million subscribers? How are you going to do that when all you do is talk about Tracy, Jay Wilson, 7 stars, and that's it? You couldn't even get along with Miss Olivia. Nobody can disagree with you. As many people as you name that Tracy fell out with, you can times that with you. Don't act like you got friends, girl. You don't. Everybody who's around you is either using you or you're convenient. Lady Snoop, that bitch is not your friend. She just came out of the woodworks and tried to see who had more subscribers or more views. Oh, I'm sorry, more views, because you really don't have a lot of subscribers, but just so she can up her shit. Jay Wilson, we all know y'all history. He went by you with default once Tracy kicked him to the side. And even then, y'all have had issues, but he knows that he has nobody else, especially after that situation where he got busted for lying about his job. You don't have nobody. Truth Enterprise with her slow, dumb, retarded fucking ass. And let me tell you something, you slow ass bitch. Don't you ever come at me. I let you fucking live. You are the dumbest hoe that I ever seen in my life. And that bitch Fi Babe don't like you either. Why you be calling in her comment section begging, bitch? You been begging to get to 1,000, bitch, all motherfucking year. Bitch, every time I check, bitch, you done lost subscribers. How the fuck are you now at fucking 600? Girl, you ain't gonna never hang that shit up. You fucking dummy. You are the most dumbest bitch in the bitch, you are slow as fuck. And I thought you was a nigga up until somebody said you was actually a lady. And don't tell, bitch, reveal your face, hoe. Fucking come at me. Who the fuck? Bitch, don't you ever fucking speak to me in public. The fuck you think you are? Don't you ever acknowledge me, you fucking slow hoe? That's one thing for another motherfucker, but you old decrepit bitch, don't you ever. You don't know your goddamn titty from your elbow. I don't know how the fuck you were in fucking club chat. Stupid bitch. Anyways, let me go and get my Arizona. But, oh, let me see what's in his comments. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Rick Reed. That nigga about damn near hit was a few numbers away from hitting 1,000 the other night. Fire, you ain't special no more. 7 hit. Oh yeah, 7 hit 1,800 a week and a half ago. That's more than you ever had. So you all you have is lives. That's it. You don't have more subscribers. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to 7. And anybody else in the sector that's gunning up and doing their thing. Most people support each other over here. And nobody really looks at each other's competition except your ass. You go ahead and have that mindset of taking everybody out in this sector and see where you end up at. Because, bitch, when you try and go anywhere else, you're going to realize how they do not want to sit with you. And they're going to look at you for what you are, a ghetto bitch. Your name is Shalina. That's all I got to say. And you better do well while you talking about everybody else and, you know, what businesses they own and shit. Bitch, what happened to your business? That you didn't even own, ho. That you lied about. You were a partner in that shit. But how the fuck what happened to that shit? And then lie talking about you own warehouses and shit. Bitch, you a lie. Where your shit at? You better try and do well on YouTube. Because old bitches like you, it's hard out there in the job market. If you really use your channel, it's not like you can just go out there and find you a job like that. No. You don't have no skill. You ain't been doing shit but laying on your back for the past couple years. Come on now. And then you had another chance at life when, you know, you ran into a millionaire. You fucked that up because you was too busy getting high, smoking dope. And bitch, don't lie. We know that you was smoking crack with him too in that bathroom. Yeah, you left that out the story. Yeah. Y'all smoked that motherfucking money up, bitch. Ain't nobody stupid. How the fuck you go through $25 million in motherfucking 4 years? Get the fuck out of here. See, what happened was he got that 25 million, but he knew that he was already fucking old. So he probably assumed that he was gonna die before he got the full payout. So he took a fucking large lump sum, okay, and probably got like 10. And then he ran into your dope fiend ass. Cause that's what he was, you know what? That's what happened. You was out in the morning walking, cause you had just picked your shit up, and he was looking for some shit. He was looking for some drugs. And he saw you, and he asked you where to get some at. You took him to the spot, and then that's where that fucking drug romance popped off at. That's what fucking happened. Talking about, I noticed he liked to drink. No, bitch. If drink is a metaphor for smoking crack, then yes, that's exactly what fucking happened. And that's why your eyes is yellow as fuck right now. Ugh, you are a fucking hot mess, and you are a bad example to look up to. I would be ashamed to have you as my mom. And girl, don't nobody care that you be buying LOL dolls now. You only do shit on camera now because we realize how you neglect your child. You be trying to make sure people, I'm getting LOL dolls, or look, I'm making breakfast. You guys see this cereal over here with this milk? Like, girl, Stop. We see what you doing. And then as soon as the camera go off, get the fuck in the room. Shut the door. Lord, I like to see you in that bedroom. I hope it's a mattress and shit up in there. Lord Jesus. Might have to. Never mind. No, for real. Let me go now. All right. I will leave my comments open, because I always do. I'm not no sensitive bitch like this hoe. And everybody's welcome. Except motherfucking Shish Trish. And that racist nigga Jason. Other than that, shout out to everybody in the room. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. And I will be back later. Bye. Oh, yeah. And you was wasting all that food trying to make fun of me. Bitch, you know you need that for your daughter's lunch. That's what happened the last time. Trying to be funny and shit, but wasting all that food. I don't want to see you up on here in a few months begging for money. Because I'm going to tell your ass to go and get that goddamn mayonnaise and shit that you wasted all over your face. You ain't even funny. I mean, I laugh at jokes that are funny. Bitch, that shit wasn't funny. All I was doing was feeling bad that, once again, trying to impress other folks, your daughter gonna be out of a meal. Pathetic.